Despite surviving a home invasion by two masked men, Liza and her son Jude are left traumatized by the experience. Liza is plagued by nightmares, and Jude becomes mute and communicates only through a notepad. Sean, Liza's husband, suggests they relocate to the countryside to recuperate. Unaware of the manor's dark history, the family moves there. After arriving at the manor house, they explore the grounds and Jude finds a porcelain doll buried beneath the ground, while Liza and Sean explore the nearby mansion. When Liza realizes Jude is missing, she searches for him and finds him in possession of the doll. As a result of Jude's connection to it, Liza cleans Brahms, making the doll look like new. After Jude asks Liza and Sean to walk the property the next morning, they do so. There, they meet Joseph and his dog, the caretaker of the property. There is tension between Liza and Sean when he asks her to speak about the burglary, and she declines to do so. At home, Liza and Sean hear Jude talking in his bedroom. They ask Jude if he's speaking to Brahms and he nods. Strange things are happening at the house, and Sean and Liza talk to their therapist about Jude's behavior change. Jude and Joseph talk about Joseph's dog being missing, but no one appears to have seen it. Liza finds disturbing drawings supposedly made by Jude. During dinner that evening, Jude notes that Brahms' plate is missing on his notepad. After being upset earlier, Liza says Brahms doesn't eat since he is a doll. Sean arguing with her. At the table, she sits down with Jude and asks him to stay put until he eats. In his notepad, he writes that she is making Brahms mad. As she leaves the dining room, she hears a loud noise. They discover that the table and chairs have been overturned as they enter the room. Jude, afraid, wrote that he told Liza not to make Brahms mad. Sean and Liza disagree about Brahms and Jude, as well as things that seem to be happening. Jude leaves for the nearby mansion, taking Brahms with him, and leaves a note saying, "You should have followed the rules." Joseph finds Sean and Liza in the mansion and tells them briefly about a family that lived there in the past. After a short time, Sean's brother and his family come to visit. Julian's cousin, Will, gets mysteriously hurt during their visit. The situation worsens for Liza. She went on to surf the web for information about the manor and discovers disturbing things revolving around the doll. She takes a look outside and notices Jude and the doll gone. Panicking, she runs to the front door but was halted by Joseph pointing his rifle at her. Later, Liza hits Joseph in the head, and she asks where Jude is. Joseph tells her that everything will be over soon and that Brahms and Jude are gonna be one. After getting loose, she searches for Jude in the mansion. After finding Liza and Jude in the basement, Sean hits Brahms with a croquet stick, revealing a rotting area under his face. In response, Joseph starts to get scared and says, it will never be over and that Brahms will take it out on him now that they have stopped him. Then a furnace explodes, killing Joseph but leaving the family unharmed. As Jude approaches Brahms, he throws him into the fire. Soon Liza, Sean, and Jude will be back at their home in the city, and life is returning to normal. After Jude is tucked in, however, he walks to his dresser and puts on a porcelain mask. As he says goodnight to Brahms, and he assures him that everything will be fine as long as his family follows the rules.